What's up guys, Matty here. In today's video, we're gonna be checking out the new Space Rider from Waves. This plugin is awesome for creating effects with your vocals. It has chorus, reverb, and delay all built in. Plus it adds this rider feature, which is kind of like a vocal rider for your vocals. Let's get into it. All right guys, so here's Space Rider. It's broken up into 3 sections. You have chorus, delay, and reverb. And they're all pretty straightforward, which I like. You have your input for each one of these at the top. And then for chorus, you have intensity, 2 different types, and the width from the chorus. Now, if you notice, there's these little 2 delay and 2 reverb knobs. The chorus blends into the delay and then blends into the reverb. You can also not have it blend in and just use the in and out for how much chorus is on the overall vocal. So there's a couple different ways you can blend things. Moving on to the delay, you have your input here, on off switches on all 3 of them the same way. Time, you have all the different notes. You can do sync or just by milliseconds. A ping pong option, which is cool. Feedback over here. Filters, I always love having filters on my delays and reverb, so I'm glad they added that to it. Then a modulation section and delay offset, which is nice to have. Sometimes just having the straight quarter note can be a little bit like too solid, and adding a little bit of an offset with some modulation can make the delay dance a little bit more. Then we move to the reverb. I like that they have a space algorithm and a plate algorithm. That makes it very useful for vocals. I always love plates on vocals, and so the space is cool for like some, wild effects, where the plate can be a more controlled sound that you can use for the whole song. Just like the delay, it has filters as well, which I love. Then you have pre-delay damping, which makes the reverb sound a little more damp. And then another width control. So you have width here and on the chorus. So 2 different ways to make your sound wider, whether you want to do it with the chorus or do it with the return of the reverb. Up top, you got your mix knob and your output knob. Then down here, we have the rider section, which is the magic of this plugin. So it works a lot like Vocal Rider. If you've ever used Waves Vocal Rider, it works off the dynamics of the vocal. So the more dynamic or loud the vocal gets, the more the slider is going to move and increase the effect in this case. Let me just play this vocal really quick so you can see it in action.
Let's take a walk outside, hold hands under the stars. Don't need no coat to keep us warm with what's inside my heart. You melted all the ice around the love I hid away.
So as you can see, it works off the dynamics. The sensitivity is how much it's going to hit. Now, where this thing becomes quite powerful is this A and B section, or alpha and beta section. So if we click on the alpha and we turn the reverb all the way up to 4, okay, and then switch to beta and keep it at 2 where it's at, now watch this decay knob as we go in the auto mode.
Let's take a walk outside, hold hands under the stars. Don't need no coat to keep us warm with what's inside my heart. You melted all the ice around the love I hid away. And I'm so grateful for this gift of you with me today. Oh no.
So now what you're hearing is every time the vocal stops, the decay time gets longer, which is like a really cool way of creating space and letting the effect open up after the vocal stops to fill in space and stuff. And you can add all kinds of things. We can add the mix to this. We can change the delay time. You can have 6 different knobs going between the alpha and the beta. Let's check out another example using the delay with this feature. So this is one of the presets that comes with Waves. There are a ton of presets, which is nice to give you a good starting point. This one's changing the filter and the offset of the delay and giving us a cool kind of tape echo slap delay.
Let's take a walk outside, hold hands under the stars. Don't need no coat to keep us warm with what's inside my heart. You melted all the ice around the love I hid away. And I'm so grateful for this gift of you with me today. Oh no.
So that's another effect that's really cool, just like that. And we could add reverb to it, and if you want to put a plate, just a little bit of decay time, and see what that sounds like.
Let's take a walk outside, hold hands under the stars. Don't need no coat to keep us warm with what's inside my heart.
And we can do the same thing. Let's put the beta on here and turn it up here. Actually, keep it here. And then when it goes to alpha, let's bring the decay time out. Let's see what that sounds like.
Let's take a walk outside, hold hands under the stars. Don't need no coats to keep us warm with what's inside my heart. You melted all the ice around the love I hid away. And I'm so grateful for this gift of you with me today. Oh no.
You could go down the rabbit hole with this one and try all kinds of different things, adding the chorus, delay, reverb, and really build some really unique effects that would take quite a bit of time if you were doing it, you know, with different plugins and trying to do the automation of the reverb and delay and all that. Now that is the general gist of how the Space Rider works. I think it's a super useful plugin if you're using for effects. You can also use this on guitars and synths and drums and do a lot of really cool creative things. The only cons I would say is I wish the mix knob had a lock button. So when you're switching through presets, you could hear what it's gonna do at the mix level that you want it to be. And the other thing is do you really need this plugin? I mean, you could create all of this with like FabFilter's Timeless 3 does a lot what this does as far as, you know, the alpha beta switching. It's a little more in depth than this one is. And then you could add a reverb after that. So you could create it with plugins that you already have, but nothing quite does it like this one does in such an intuitive and quick way. Let me know what you guys think about the Space Rider in the comments below. If you need your songs mixed and mastered, hit me up at mixandmastermysong.com. You can also find my vocal presets and courses there too. Talk to you guys soon.